So Google I/O happened. Let's see, what is today?
Today's Friday, June 27th.
So technically 2 days ago. Um, and there were a couple of big takeaways from the conference. One of the big ones was Android Wear. And what is Android Wear? In a nutshell, it's Android extended to your wrist. And it's more than just a notification system within smart devices that we've seen before. It utilizes Google Now services. And in a nutshell, Google Now is one of those deals that tells you what you want before you even know you want it. Now, I've been with Google and I've had a Gmail account since I think sometime in 2007, so about 7 or 8 years. And obviously Google's got my search history and all that sort of thing. But here's the thing. I know for a fact that they have this information because I was the one that gave it to them. Search results, for instance. These YouTube videos. That sort of thing. Google Now takes the I'm putting it up there part out of the equation. That bugs me. That bugs me a great deal, to be honest. If I absolutely had to pick a device, though, if I had no choice, or if by some miracle I could turn Google Now's integration features off and just use the device as notifications only, if I had to pick a device from the Google I/O conference, it would have to be the Moto 360. The Moto 360 is the most traditional looking smartwatch that I have seen. And honestly, I really like it. Now, if I were to get one of these, now keep in mind I don't see myself actually doing it, but if I did get one, it would definitely be with the steel band, and the reason is because these bands are not replaceable, and I have to wear mine so tight that on more than one occasion several bands have broken on various watches. If I were to get a device, to be honest, I would probably end up with a Pebble. Just saying, the e-ink display is fantastic, and I know this because I've got a Kindle 3rd generation keyboard device, and I love the e-ink screen. It's very easy on the eyes. The device lasts a good long while. So if I were to get a device, it would definitely be either the regular Pebble or the Pebble Steel. Plus, it's operating system agnostic, which is a nice thing. Another thing that they showcased at Google I/O was the L release. Now, just for the sake of giving a different spin on things, I'm just going to call it Project L. Project L, as I understand it, is basically a UI overhaul similar to that of what iOS 7 was back last year. Do a search for Zollotech Android L release hands-on. He put up a video earlier today, and he's got a great look at the device, at the new operating system. There is one thing that does confuse me about Android L, and that is, I heard that devices that we have now, such as the Samsung Galaxy Note 2, will not work with Android L, and I think that's because of revised hardware requirements. So while you could certainly root the device, I'm sure it could probably run it. I'm just saying I don't think we should be expecting, for the general consumer, I don't think we should be expecting it to be coming from the carriers. So Android L. And then there's also something that I personally really like, which is finally the integration of Google Chrome and Android. And the way they're doing this is, from what I understand, I think, now this is all kind of fuzzy to me. It's kind of hard for me to understand. But in layman's terms, what I think is that it's a kind of screen mirroring technology, because if you have a notification here on your phone, it'll appear on your Chromebook. And I think you can answer calls. Don't quote me on that, but I think you might be able to answer or make calls from your Chromebook if you have a paired phone. In a way, it kind of reminds me of Apple's new continuity feature, where if you start an email over here on your iPad, it will have an option for you to continue it on your Mac. So it'll be interesting to see how these two in particular compete. But no, I think the big takeaway from Google I/O for me personally would be the Moto 360. Like I said, if there was a way to turn Google Now integration off and just turn it into notifications only, and if they drop the price, because the Pebble, from what I understand, is, I believe the base unit is something about $250, and then this one's about $300. Don't quote me on those prices, I might be wrong. Maybe it was $149 and C. I honestly don't know. But the point is, the Moto 360 is going to be, I saw on one blog that they were expecting maybe $250. If this is supposed to be this is just for smartwatches in general, nothing about the Moto 360 specifically, but if any Android Wear device is supposed to be an extension of your smartphone as opposed to a replacement, why would you charge the exact same amount that you would on contract? If you ask me, what would be nice is to bundle an Android Wear device in as an option and subsidize the Android Wear device along with your smartphone. What do you guys think of Google I/O? Thank you for watching. Comments are welcome, and have a nice day.